All right, what's up, YouTube? This is Morbid Nexus, and I'm here with
Johnny Santos.
And what did you do yesterday?
I got top 4 at a warehouse case tournament with 60 pile Spright.
Wow. Okay. 60 Spright. All right. Let's see what you got.
Yes. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to Preston for helping me cook this the other day, a couple days ago. But my idea was, I was flirting. I've been playing Tempai, I've been playing Drytron, I've been messing with a few decks. But now with the Fiend Smith, the way everybody's hand trapping and side decking and main decking counters, everybody's gonna be on Shifter. A lot of the decks that can play Shifter, a lot of players are, like Bestials are back. So obviously Graveyard is gonna be, it's gonna be, everything in the graveyard is gonna be challenge now. It's gonna be hard to play from the graveyard, so I figured, you know what, Spright, I can play around Shifter, I can play around Droll, I can play around, these just don't do anything, so I'm gonna take that and try to beat all the meta decks and the best decks, and that's what we did for the most part. Yeah, we only lost once, so I'll go with the list, some spicy stuff, and so we'll go with the Spright engine, 3 blue, 3 jet, 2 red, 2 carrots. So the point of this is the board is crazy. The first turn board is crazy. It should be FTK almost, unless my opponent has that ruler evenly. And yeah, so this 2/2 max out just in case there's follow up. We went with the Beavers, the same package as usual. And then this is where we go kind of like the new Spright stuff now with the swap, and then with this guy with the Ice Barrier. So the new Ice Barrier. The point of this is, as everybody knows, some of you may know, is to dump with swap, dump this Aqua, get the Continue Spell, Monster Reborn this, and make pretty much a 1 card totally. Omni. So that's pretty much it for that one. So nothing too technical to say there. I'm only playing, this should have been a 3rd swap, and this guy only had 2, Preston only had 2, so I borrowed 2, and I'm just like, we're gonna run it like that. And then it worked out though. They didn't miss the 3rd at the case tournament. So, and then we'll go with, here we're gonna go with the still Melfi and Penny, the Caddy and the Penny for the hero play. So not too much to say about that. It's pretty standard almost for the most part there. We're gonna go with spells and more engine. So we're going the 3 starters. Glad that this is back at 3. And this is a little bit spicy, nothing too crazy, but we went with another pseudo starter, aka 6 starters, with Italy, because I play a couple of cool sidekicks in the deck that are great extenders and they're level 2s. So I'll show you in a little bit. Then we went Pot of Prosperity. We're playing at 60, so I want to see my engine as soon as possible. I want a combo as soon as possible. I want consistency every single turn, no dead cards, turbo everything. Triple Prosperity. So I still count this as engine. Now we go for the non-engine. We're gonna go with this package that I decided for yesterday. I can play around Joy every hand trap except, pretty much every hand trap. But I still want to maximize my turn 1. So cross is great, and even if I go second, it also helps. And also to hit certain things as like Pot of Prosperity against Tempai, Talents, etc. So yeah, it never hurts. They actually came in clutch yesterday multiple times when seeing them. So a little bit more non-engine, 2 Talents. I gotta play 3. I'm okay with 2. I just want to maximize. And then the one-offs that I played for yesterday, the Smashers, the Monster Reborn for the Ice Barrier guy, and then Foolish %, which is kind of like engine. You dump the Angler, you dump whatever you want to do. You can dump the Ice Barrier guy to get the field, so the continues. There's quite a bit, but you want to like put pressure on your opponent, 1 card, dump Angler, and start linking away and stuff like that, and seeing what they got, especially when we go in second. They came in clutch yesterday as well. Doing the 1 Spright crossout for the turn 1, you search it off a jet, you already know. So part of the turn 1 combo. I sided this out often game 2s when I go second. So hope everybody's ready for this. I love this. This is my favorite part of the deck. 21 hand traps in the main on a 60 because that's the format. We have to adapt for the format. So regardless of how tough the format, tier 0, tier 1, whatever, you adapt. And I'm maxing out on hand traps because I want to counter my opponent every play. It doesn't matter what deck I play. And I feel like with these hand traps, I get to hit every deck in the format, any relevant deck, and some rogue decks that they might get me, catch you off guard, you know. Just some of the staples. Triple Ash, arguably the best hand trap in the format right now. Draw. Now the Fiendsmith is in. That this is obviously hits everything for the most part. We're maxing out also on the nibs. I'm not a huge fan of nib unless the format calls for it. So this format calls for it. Combination of imperm this, Veiler this, draw this. You already know. So maxing out on the nibs. Maxing out all the imperms. Nothing crazy here. 3, 6, 9, 12. Now personal preference. Maxing out on the Veilers. Yeah, nothing much to say there. And then definitely doing the BCO package. I feel this is like going to be one of the most impactful hand traps in the format now with Fiendsmith, with everything Drytron making a comeback low key. And then everything else pretty much, you know, except Tempai. This hits everything. U-Bells, Fiendsmith, Snake Eyes, you can hit certain things. And yeah, so pretty good. And also the White Forest stuff, you can hit them maybe. But then the MVP, I would say, of the deck for me personally, it was the Gamma, Delta, or Psy-Frame package. Definitely wanted to play these two standards because of the E-Tele with the 3 E-Teles. Almost went with 3 Deltas, 1 Gamma. But I chose for this tournament, the 2-in-1 is fine. I didn't want to like overdo it. So this is 21 hand traps pretty much. And yeah, so free extender, you hit everything. You hit the spell for the Fiendsmith, you can hit one hits on the standby, anything you want. So yeah, so that's for the hand traps. We're gonna go, it's pretty much for the main deck 60.
60,
maxed out on everything, yeah.
Nice, okay.
Yeah. So for the extra deck, standard for the most part I would say, and then maybe one spicy thing that I would say. So we'll go for the links, very simple, standard, double sprint. The second always comes up often. We'll go SP, Little Knight, Cerberus, and Phoenix. I don't need anything else. Obviously we are locked into 2 often, so this is all I need. For the XCs, for the ranks, we'll go double, we'll go totally now, making a comeback in the deck. We'll go Melfi Forest for the Caddy and Penny play, and then that package for the Herald. The Zeus package right here, down here with Zeus. And then the Mosquito, which also is kind of like part of the package. And low-key, my favorite card in the extra deck that actually comes up. The reason why I'm not playing Gamma Burst on the main deck is it's a break. I don't want to see it going first. But this is my pseudo Gamma Burst Cat Shark. It's actually spicy. It comes up. For those of you who don't know, you actually Cat Shark 2, and then you target usually your Gigantic with a Sprint, pretty much, and then 32, you double the attack, make it 64, you hit him. It's game most of the time. They don't have an answer for it. They don't expect it. Often they don't think it's gonna be game, and then you just make a Cat Shark and then they scoop. So that's actually my favorite card on the extra deck. For the side deck, we went for this tournament, so it's a case tournament, so I know we had Fiendsmith, we had multiple Fiendsmith, we had Tempais, and a little bit of everything. So I wanted to cover as much as possible, but focus on a few decks that I know that they're, you know, they might be tough matchups. So we decided to go with the triple ogres and as the hand traps, and then triple DD Crow. Why? Because branded is a thing still. We have solid branded players here. Shout out to Joel. We have Cam. We have a few players. So I wanted to cover with the 3 Bestials and 3 DD Crows, the branded matchup, the puppet lock, but also make sure that this is also good against Tempai. So I put this package against Tempai every time. Why? Because it comes up here with the Bite and Play, the Fadras, and then this because of Field Spell. Also this hits Tempai pretty well with the Field Spell, and also U-Bell, as a lot of you may know, it's really good against the continuous spells. U-Bell, you check the Field Spell U-Bell, and then the continuous spells for Voiceless. So yeah, I just wanted to cover this.
You hit a Runic Fountain with a rabbit.
There you go, exactly.
I'm sad.
Yep, I actually played against a Runic Stun, and yeah, I sided because of that against the Runic Stun player, because it's really good.
Yep.
So also it's also a sidekick, so it's an extender. So often what I do is I take out the driver, and got my package and Deltas, and I just put these just for the extenders with Italy, and so I can have a counter for my opponents. So back where we moved, we went like pretty hateful. I hate back row decks and purple decks that flip purple cards. So we went with maxed out on the triple cyclones, and we maxed out on the Harpies and Lightning Storm package. I knew that I was going to face potentially a couple of running stun players. Lab, we have a lab player, really good lab player. Shout out to Javi. So I wanted to be prepared for a tournament like that if we face each other, and also for any rogue decks. You know, sometimes I am one of those. I reverse psychology when they think I'm going to go first. I like to stun them by switching it up a little bit, making them go first. Because if I trust my side deck, so I definitely, you know, something that I had in mind. It's very powerful. Scene 6, especially when you know you have a good go second matchup. So this, and then my favorite card in the whole side deck. MVP yesterday, it was definitely the triple enemy controller. Everybody that knows me knows that that's like my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a versatile spell. I've been playing this card since I was little, and then the main thought process for this, it was to go first, go second, it didn't matter. When I play decks that have shifter, decks that I know that they shut down some of my hand traps like Droll, Veilers, Ogres. So at that point, if I know I'm guaranteed to go second, but they have a shifter, I'm siding usually 3 Drolls, 3 Veilers, and this out. So that's 9 go second cards that I'm not gonna be playing, and I just wanna max out on like that going second turn, and this card is like puts a lot of pressure. If I go close to time or my opponent passes his turn on game 3 and it's close to time, this card can help me steal games. But also, main purpose, I'm scared of Yubel. Yubel is a deck that I really don't like. It's a problem, especially when like in the grind. So this card, I figured, you steal their monsters and you can actually like OTK them. Tried it a few times and it actually works, so why not? Also, Tempai, you can set it, me going first if I know obviously they're gonna make me go first. I see an Econ, you hit it on the Chundra, before they enter battle, especially before they, or when they enter battle, when they enter battle if they don't have field spell. If they have field spell, then you wait for the battle. And yeah, so it can create matchup problems and you don't get OTK. And yeah, so very, very good. My favorite card. I dodge Beavers, I dodge Veilers and Perms. Yeah, going second, you break boards with this and you put a lot of pressure. There's just one card and then you still resolve your Beavers, your Sprites. And so that's pretty much it. So
anything you want to say before we get out?
shout out to the boys, shout out to Warehouse. The reason for this, I wanted to do this profile for Matt's channel is because Spright is still relevant, rogue decks are still relevant, and I decided to take this rogue strategy for this case tournament. And they put in the work, in locals. So I just want like, you know, for the people that love Spright, they want to like mess with things, like this is something like, you know, that can compete, can beat Fiendsmith. I beat Fiendsmith the other day, so it's like, it's very competitive, and I can go first or second. It plays around the hand traps, main hand traps, and issues that the format has. So yeah, so.
Okay, this has been Johnny Santos with a 60 card Spright deck. This is Mormon X signing out.
Peace out.